Good day everyone, I am Rolly and Olofe and this time we're going to learn some exercises to improve public speaking. First is try recording your own voice in an informal setting, such as at home. Listen carefully to how you sound because this will help you become accustomed to your own voice. You might also note any aspects of your speech which reduces the overall effectiveness of your message. So these might include a tendency to say or between your sentences or between your message, or you might stammer slightly. For example, I would say the people uh, around the world, so something like that. But when you try recording your own voice, you will know these aspects of your speech. Okay, now often people don't like the sound of their own recorded voice in the same way that some people don't like photographs of themselves. Why? Because they feel embarrassed. So most of us are not used to hearing our own voices, and these feelings are totally normal. So get past of the initial and ask yourself, do I really sound like that? And develop a better understanding of your own voice. Because the more you get used to the sound of your voice functioning in a slightly more formal way, the easier it is when doing it for real. In conversational mode, individuals tend to speak in short phrases, a few at a time. So speaking or reading aloud helps you to become used to the more fluent sound of your voice. Next is an exercise to help develop your effective speaking skills. So find a document to read, something about 2 pages in length. The first few pages of a book would work well. Read your document through silently first, then read it aloud in your normal speaking voice. Don't worry if you stumble or falter, just pick up and continue to the end. Now read it a third time, recording your voice if possible, and remember, first is slow down. It is a natural reaction to want to get it over as fast as possible, and these often causes people to stumble over their words. Because speeding up also occurs when you are nervous and usually makes you more difficult to understand. So when you are speaking, slow down so that your listeners will understand what you are saying. Next is keep your head up. Try not to tuck your chin into the book as your voice is then addressing the floor. So hold your book higher and project your voice. Next is pause occasionally. Let the end of a sentence or the end of a paragraph give you a chance of a small 2 or 3 second rest. So sometimes we forgot the main purpose of comma and period in a paragraph or in a sentence. So its main purpose is to give us a short time of pauses because pauses can be useful for emphasis. So practice this exercise as often as you can because anyone can improve the sound of their voice and the way they speak in a matter of days through a few simple exercises like the one I have discussed. So to improve, you will need to maintain a certain commitment and practice regularly for a few minutes. Let's proceed to the effect of breath on voice and speech. So the voice is responsive to emotions and sometimes gets blocked, which can prevent or hinder the expression of a range of feelings. So when under stress, an individual's breathing pattern will change. When your muscles are tense, you cannot use your lungs to their full capacity. When someone is frightened or nervous, or a common symptom is tension in the neck and shoulders. So this occurs because when under pressure, we tend to breathe faster. This means we inhale plenty of air, but there is not enough time to exhale fully and release, so we do not get the full benefit. Now, good breathing is essential for 2 reasons. First is by using full lung capacity, the breath will support the voice and the voice will become richer, fuller, and stronger. So this will benefit individuals who have a small voice and who worry that They cannot be heard when speaking in a group of people. Volume is controlled in the abdomen, not in the throat. So breathing to full strength will allow for greater control of the voice. A second reason is breathing deeply and rhythmically has a calming and therapeutic effect as it releases tension and promotes relaxation. People who are relaxed are more balanced, receptive, and confident. So it is no coincidence that many religions use rhythmic breathing techniques such as meditation, yoga, and silent contemplation and vocal release in the form of chants, mantras, or hymn singing as aids to their devotions. Because by easing physical tension, mental stress decreases and the mind is effectively freed to follow creative pursuits. Now let's have a breathing exercise. Stand in an easy position with your feet one pace apart, with the knees unlocked and not rigidly pushed back. Keep spine straight, head balanced, and face muscles relaxed. So breathe in to a slow count of 3, then out to a slow count of 3. Try not to raise your shoulders as you breathe. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Consciously think of your breath feeling down to the bottom of your lungs. Put the palm of your hand flat against your abdomen and feel the movement. Push slightly against your hand as you breathe in and out. So repeat this exercise 10 times depending on how you feel after several days of doing this exercise. Extend the count of the outgoing breath from 3 to 4, 5, and 6, gradually building up to 10 before you need to take another breath. Then count out loud on the outgoing breath from 1 to 10. So remember, by building up your control of outgoing breath, you will never sound breathy or feel you are running out of breath when you speak to a group or a meeting.